www.tompkinsdesigns.com. I'm Akila Tompkins, and today we're going to talk about my recent trip to Sephora and the important lesson that it taught me about launching a new product and branding and marketing even within your store. So recently I was in Chicago at a conference, and one of my girlfriends who I was with asked, could we go to Sephora? One of my favorite places. I love to go there, so of course I was all for it. She wanted to find a new foundation, and we went to the local Sephora down in downtown Chicago. There, we met a great salesperson. She showed us a number of foundations, and in addition to foundation, she also did a very good job of upselling and selling us on just what I have here in my hand, brushes. Love a nice, good makeup brush. So she explained to us a couple of different brushes, told us one of her favorite brushes, which was part of their silver professional line brushes. Gave us one. So then she proceeded to upsell us, continue to upsell us, which is a great thing. You always want employees who will upsell your products. So she continued to sell us on one of their standard professional line black brushes. It's a lot of tips and tricks on how we can use this brush, how great this brush is, and then we went over to the brush section. Once we got to the brush section, we found that the brush that she had sold us on and loved so much was no longer available. So we couldn't get that brush. And I bought the brush just as something to hold me over until I got home. I figured I'd go to a local Sephora and get the brush that she sold me on that I was really now very, very excited about. Well, I went to a Sephora in New York City to pick up these brushes that I had heard about, that I was so excited about, that I really, really wanted, because she had upsold me so well that I bought a holdover brush, and I was ready to go buy another top-of-the-line brush. Going to the Sephora, and this was only maybe 2-3 weeks ago in Chicago. Going to the Sephora this past Saturday, and guess what? No brushes. Not because they were sold out, not because they were on back order, but apparently the silver line of Sephora brushes has now been discontinued, and I now have a Super Pro black line of brushes. I really can't tell the difference between this line of what was the basic black 2 weeks ago and the new line, which is the new black, this week. But anyway, and I didn't buy any of those brushes, so that's what I'm going to show you. So the brushes have been discontinued. They're not available. I went to Sephora.com in store. I picked up my iPhone. This is why it's so important for you to have a well-designed website, because a client will pick up a phone in your store and continue to look for your products. So I picked up my phone in store, went on the website to try to find this brush. No brushes in sight. I've now since read on a blog that maybe JCPenney's will have it, so I'll be there this weekend. But here's some of the valuable lessons that I learned for my business and to help you with your business from this whole Sephora no brush experience. Point number 1. If you're going to discontinue products, especially within at least a month of discontinuing a product, you should let your staff know. So when they're upselling a client on a product, they can stress the urgency of, you should get it today because it will be discontinued next week. Second point, if you're going to be discontinuing and launching a new product just like that product, it'd be really nice to have a conversion chart. I know the numbers of the silver brush, 54 and 55, are the ones that she sold me on, and all I wanted to now know was, in their new line, what was the 54 and 55 equivalent, and no one, even the manager in the Sephora that I went to in New York City, could tell me what was the conversion now from the old brushes to the new brushes. Third point is, make some stock available. You're always going to have those people who come in, right after the launch. Apparently it launched 3 days before I got there. But coming right after launch and really want that old product. If you have just a few left, and at least now they know that they're going to have to convert over to a new product, then maybe they won't be so upset. So now, I walked out of Sephora with just my holdover brush that I still own, one of my old silver brushes that I love, and no new brushes. I'm at a loss. I don't know what brush is going to be equivalent of the great brush that she showed me. I don't know if I'm ever going to find a silver brush. There's just no brush out there for me. So at this point, Sephora has lost, these brushes are about $30, maybe $20, $30. They have lost a $20, $30 brush sale, and not because I don't need a brush anymore. I don't need a brush to begin with. I just like the brush. That's your perfect sale. A customer who really didn't go in there for that product and now picks it up and wants that product. Now they've lost that extra sale because of A, not educating their employees, B, not putting out proper materials so that at least the employees can help the customer better, and C, not having stock on hand. So those are my 3 branding marketing lessons for today within your store. Is when you're going to switch over your products and launch a new line of products, it's good to set out a strategy in advance and make sure that that strategy is conducive not only to the new clients who you want to attract to the new product, but also to the old clients who have been faithful to your product all this time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little something. Visit me as always at www.akzmedesigns.com. Thank you.